I've been thinking. Have you ever thought about creating a plan for your life? Or do you just live day to day and take whatever comes your way? Today, we will examine how to get more satisfaction in our lives with the secondhand advice from the book Living Forward by Michael Hyatt and Daniel Harkavy. Are your relationships meaningful and genuine? Are you healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually? Or have some elements of your life been abandoned? If life weren't so busy, you would make time for these other things. However, the busyness never ends and that day never comes. Yet, you have the ability to manage your time and live the life you desire. All you need is a pen, paper, and the dedication to develop your own life plan. Today, you'll learn why thinking about death is necessary if you want to live well. The 3 most important questions to ask yourself, and why you might need to triage your own life at times. We usually find ourselves just going through the motions of life. We walk through it tired, stressed, and disoriented. We're overworked, our health has deteriorated, and our relationships are lackluster. Our life doesn't look anything like we once imagined. Your life circumstances can significantly impact how far off course you are from your perfect life. You might not always be able to control these circumstances, but you can control how you react to them. You can take back control of how you live. All you need is a life plan. A life plan will mean taking responsibility for your life. It requires that you take charge of your reactions and deliberately choose the path leading your life in the right direction. It will encourage you to withstand those external circumstances that lead you away from the life you intend to live. Most of us have specific fitness, career, and financial goals, but few people have plans that include other aspects of life, such as relationships, spirituality, or creative endeavors. Furthermore, these plans rarely converge. Your life plan will teach you to pinpoint your priorities, set goals, and develop an approach to actualize them. What exactly does a life plan entail? A life plan is a document that you write, defining what your ideal life looks like. This vision will help you determine your personal values and develop an action plan to support each of them. To develop a life plan, you have to start at the end. The first question you must ask yourself is, what will my legacy be? The image of your legacy will direct the blueprint of your life plan. You may think legacy is reserved for public figures like Martin Luther King Jr. or JFK, but this isn't the case. Every person leaves behind a legacy, and so will you. When your life has ended, your legacy is the way you'll be remembered by the communities you've belonged to and relationships you've had. In the context of your life plan, your legacy is your last destination. Considering your own legacy can be tough. It requires you to ask yourself a challenging question. When you are gone, how will people remember you? Your legacy is your destination, and your life plan will be how you get there. When you imagine your legacy, ask yourself what people would say about your life if you were to die today. Write your own obituary and eulogy. Be brutally honest about your successes and failures. Writing things out will highlight the areas of your life that are working out and the areas that require more attention. As soon as you've composed your obituary and eulogy, create your legacy statements by identifying how you want your circle of essential people to remember you. These may include your family, friends, and even coworkers. Compose your statements using specific and emotional language. Spend time in making these statements significant to you. They're going to aid you in remembering what is most important to you in your life. Life becomes challenging if you're unclear on what your values are in the first place. If you don't understand your priorities, how will you recognize when you're being taken away from them? That's why the second critical question for your life plan is, what's most important to me? The way you live with authenticity is to ignore everyone else's ideas concerning how you should live your life and deeply consider what is truly important to you. This is accomplished by defining your life accounts. Your life accounts are the numerous parts that comprise your life, from your hobbies to your most treasured relationships. Usually, they fall into 3 categories. Being, which includes your intellect, spirituality, and physicality. Relating, which are your relationships and communities you belong to. And doing, which covers career, money, leisure activities, and creative pursuits. As soon as you've classified your life accounts, select 5 to 10 that matter to you the most. Assign them specific names. For example, one account may be called Joey, the name of your partner, or your job account might be called Nursing. Now, it's time to assess the health of all your accounts. Which are doing well and which ones need your focus? As soon as you have done this, prioritize them. To complete your life plan, you need to establish a clear strategy. Life is a bit like running a cross-country race, but without directions. You may know your absolute destination. However, if you're not entirely clear on how to arrive there, there's always the threat of taking a wrong turn. To avoid divergences that lead you astray, you must ask yourself the last life plan question. How will I get from where I am to the ending that I've imagined? Take a look at each life account and create a statement specifying your primary responsibility for that account. When you've defined your essential obligations, write a statement that describes how each of your accounts would look if they were prospering under your care. For example, your statement for exercise might be, I am healthy, strong, and energized. Analyze how close you are to achieving each aspirational statement. Be extremely honest with yourself. Which accounts are overflowing? Which are a work in progress? And which are at risk of collapsing? Next, it's time to write your action plans. These are the roadmaps that lead you to your visualized destination. Make your action plans specific and measurable with a time frame on them. So, if your fitness isn't where it should be, as an example, you can dedicate 3 days a week to exercising and eating vegetables with every meal. Writing your life plan means connecting deeply with your emotions. You will need a full day to create it so that you can completely engage yourself. If you try to just do it in bits and pieces, your connection with your heart won't be there, and your plan won't be as successful. Commit a full day within the following 2 weeks to creating your life plan. Set aside an entire day in your calendar and dedicate yourself to keeping this appointment unless a critical emergency occurs. When you've picked your full day, choose a location where you can focus without interruption. This should be a new environment away from work and home and disruptions. The goal is to write 5 to 10 pages that address the 3 life plan questions on the actual day. Don't expect perfection. The purpose of this day is to trust the process, listen to your heart, and harness your authenticity. The biggest thing to consider in executing your life plan is taking responsibility for exactly how you invest your time. There are 3 techniques you can use to regain your time and carry out your action plans. The first is to take on the role of triage officer when you're directing your calendar. Assess how your time relates to your life account priorities. Cancel anything that doesn't directly reinforce the vision you have for your life. The second way to reclaim your time is to create a schedule of how your week would look if you only focused on your goals. Schedule it out hour by hour to consist of family time, social activity, career, fitness, and spiritual practices. All the events you need to be active to make your life accounts prosper. The third and last technique for managing your routine is to practice saying no to demands that do not align with your priorities. This can be a significant challenge if you're concerned about disappointing people. Bear in mind that saying no to others means saying yes to yourself. Remember that the objective is to follow the path of your choosing and living the way you wish to. Your life plan is a living document, which means it is constantly changing and requires tending to. This tending takes the form of planned evaluations, which help maintain your strategy as you approach your objectives. When you have written your life plan, you need to immerse it into your subconsciousness so it does not end up forgotten or neglected. To do this, read your plan out loud every day for 90 days. This will really embed it into your mind and heart. After 90 days, set aside time weekly to evaluate your plan. Review how you're tracking with your objectives. Conduct a complete review of your plan every quarter. Read it through once, then write 5 to 7 goals for the next quarter. Lastly, and most importantly, thoroughly examine your plan yearly. Schedule a whole day to review your progress. Assess what's taken place in the past year that could have altered your priorities and figure out what you intend to accomplish in the year ahead. Keep in mind, your life is priceless, and your life plan exists to help you maximize it. Let's review. In a world of competing demands, it's easy to allow others' wants and needs to take precedence over our own. To live the life you truly want, you need to accept responsibility for your choices. A life plan will keep you focused on what you treasure most and will help you develop the actions you need to take to support your goals. A stable and purposeful life plan is the most effective roadmap to life you can have. Do you think it's important to have a life plan? What aspects of your life could use re-examining? Comment below with your best advice. Please be sure to like and subscribe as well. And thank you for watching.